Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, this lesson is going to be about Calvinism. It took me 3 times to say that. Calvinism. And it's going to be a follow-up video on the last video that I did talking about predestination. All right, and I want to make a clear difference between believing in predestination and Calvinism. All right, because in my last video I talked about how believing in predestination can either make or break you. It either instills that fear and belief in the Most High, that there's a higher power and that you should serve Him and do what He says, or it can make you think that, well, everything is already predetermined, might as well do what I want. And you get blinded by pride because, well, let's start with that. Because judgment is not executed speedily. Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil." All right, so because you get away with committing a sin, and the Most High doesn't judge you right then and there. They're fully set in that mindset of, oh well, I've already done it before, might as well do it again. All right, so it goes on to say, "Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before Him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High." So I was kind of talking about how believing in predestination can either make or break you, because it either instills that fear of the Most High, that the Most High is in control of all things, and you start fearing the Lord's judgment. You start obeying his commandments, or you get blinded by pride. You get blinded because judgment isn't executed speedily, and it's not right away, so they're fully set into that nihilism or Calvinism. Calvinism is really just a gateway to nihilism. So let me get those definitions. Let's get Calvinism first. It says, "The Protestant theological system of John Calvin and his successors, which developed Luther's doctrine of justification by faith alone, and emphasizes the grace of the Most High and the doctrine of predestination." So, in other words, they believe that they don't believe in works, right? Which is folly, right? Because the scriptures definitely talk about, rehearsing the righteous acts and being saved by your works, but it comes hand in hand. That's what Calvinism doesn't explain, is that predestination and grace and faith, they go hand in hand with your works, with your actions. All right. Matter of fact, let's get drawing a blank here. Bear with me. Faith without works is dead. Yeah, James. Yeah, I'll start at 14. James chapter 2, verse 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith, and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? And that's where you get that saying, pray in one hand and spit in the other and see which one fills up faster, obviously, the one that you spit in is going to fill up faster. Or they say wish in one hand and spit in the other and see which one fills up faster. That goes into putting in the work, man. You know, because if you truly believe on the Lord answering your prayers, you're gonna, take actions on the opportunities that the Most High gives you. All right. So on to verse 17. Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. Yeah, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. And that cuts, the whole Calvinism doctrine, because your works show what you believe in. Like, I always give this example. There's a famous tightrope walker that walked across, the Grand Canyon. I don't remember his name, but I just remember the story. And he walked across, like, he made it look easy because he was professional and the whole crowd was watching him, and they were like, this dude's nuts. But he did it, and then he started doing it with, like, a wheelbarrow, and then he asked the crowd, like, do you think I can do it with, something in the wheelbarrow, like a bunch of bricks that weighed up, like, upwards of, like, 300 pounds or something like that. And he walked across, no problem, made it look easy. And then he asked if he asked the crowd if if he could do it with someone in the wheelbarrow. The whole crowd was going nuts. They were like, yeah, of course, you're a professional, yada, yada, yada. And then he asked for a volunteer, and that's when the crowd went silent. That's where it comes down. Like, hey, if you really believe in it, then you'd hop in this wheelbarrow. But he ended up getting a volunteer, and that, individual, that volunteer, was really the only one that believed that he could do it. Same thing in this faith. Hey, if you truly believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, and you truly fear him, then you're gonna do what he says. All right. If you fear the prophecies of the Lord coming back with great wrath to destroy the wicked, then you're gonna try your damn hardest to be righteous, man. It's that simple. All right. So, let's read verse 19. It says, Thou believest that there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble, right? Because the devils, demonic spirits are also subjected to the Most High's will. They know that there's a higher power above them. But guess what? They're in that reprobate mind that they don't give a damn. So they practice the works of the wicked, all right? They practice unrighteous doings. These elite bankers that sacrifice kids and just do all out wickedness, pedophilia, sodomizing, and rape, rob, and murder. They know that there's a higher power above them, but they don't care. So they're fully set into do wickedness. That's that reprobate mindset. And the scriptures talk about that. So they believe in the Most High. So that's how it proves that it doesn't come down to faith alone. You can't just believe that there's a higher power. You can't just know that you're an Israelite. Hey, it comes down to works too. And I mentioned another ideology, nihilism. I said Calvinism is a gateway to nihilism, because nihilism is defined as this: the rejection of all religious and moral principles and the belief that life is meaningless. So nihilism is, they think that life is meaningless, so they reject all moral and religious principles. And that's what Calvinism does. They think that, oh well, everything is already predestination, everything is already predetermined, so what's the point of trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments when the elect are already chosen? That's a demonic mindset. If you reject all the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, then yeah, that's nihilism, man. because we find meaning and purpose in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We're striving to be those elect men. We're striving to be those chosen men. Just like well, let's get that. What is it? No, it's in First Corinthians. It might be in Second Corinthians. Uh, strive for the mastery. First Corinthians 9. This is First Corinthians 9, and let me I'll start at 23. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partakers thereof with you. Let me start up one. I'll start at 22. It says, to the weak became I as weak, and I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. So the Apostle Paul recognizes his purpose in doing this, so that he can save, the elect. So he's preaching the gospel, so it might resonate with certain individuals, those elect spirits that are predetermined to get it, chosen before the foundation of the earth, and follow Paul like Paul has followed Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. So verse 23, and this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you. All right, so he's saying that this is his purpose, that he can be partakers of, the kingdom of heaven, get crowned by Yahweh Shai, that's prophesied in 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, and also in the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, where the elect are going to be, saved. Verse 24, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain. So just like competitors in the Olympics are coming up, I'll use that. Because, hey, the Olympics were back in the time of Paul. So everybody that runs in a race, they run all. But all of them do it so that they can, receive that medal, receive that gold medal. So verse 25, it says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So, hey, the top athletes, UFC fighters, boxers, NBA, MLB, NFL, whatever you want to use, they're temperate, meaning they're disciplined in all things. They, count their calories, exercise, burn enough calories, to make weight, or, to be in, the best advantage of a certain position, practice, hours on ends on their one move, or, their one pump fake, or whatever that they're training for, to do it for a corruptible crown. But how much more when we're in the faith trying to obtain that incorruptible crown, life everlasting, the crown of salvation, being friends with Yahweh Shai, the son of the Most High, getting an inheritance with, Yahweh Shai, our big brother, who died for the sins of Israel. All right, so verse 26, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so not as one, it's predetermined, so, what's the point, being lukewarm, or, straight up rejecting the Most High. No, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but keep under my body, and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. So he's doing his damn hardest to, obtain that salvation. Reading the scriptures every day, preaching the scriptures every day, talking to brothers, see if they're all right, talking to brothers to see if myself is all right, That's what it takes, is action. Let me wrap it up with, I know it's in 2nd Ezra, it says, saved by their word and faith. 2nd Ezra 9 and 7. 2nd Ezra 9 and 7, it says, hold on, let me scan. Yeah, I'll start at I'll start at 5. This is 2 Ezra 9 and 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Because Most High created signs, and wrote about them, wrote prophecies in the scriptures, and if you have the mind to receive it, you can see that we're in the end times, and that the Lord's return is coming quickly. All right. But verse 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. All right, because if you truly believe in something, you're gonna put forth the work. All right, because if not, if you don't work towards your belief, then it's just untapped potential. All right, it's one thing to say, yeah, I think I have the. It's one thing to say I have the potential to lift what 315 pounds, but it's another thing to work towards that goal and accomplishing it. All right. Matter of fact, there's a mental disorder called what's it called? Maladaptive daydreaming. Yeah. Maladaptive daydreaming is a psychiatric condition. It was identified. Blah blah blah. This condition causes intense daydreaming that distracts a person from their real life. Many times, real life events trigger daydreaming. These events can include topics of conversation, sensory stimuli such as noises or smells, blah blah blah. So basically, what maladaptive daydreaming is they spend their time daydreaming about a better lifestyle that they can exist in, but never work towards that lifestyle. So it'd be like if I was to daydream all day, every day about becoming a UFC heavyweight championship of the world, but I was just sitting on my ass doing nothing. That's defined as a mental disorder. That means you have a demon on you. If you're not working towards, the kingdom of heaven, you have a demon on you, man. You need to fast and pray to get that demon off and start working towards the kingdom of heaven. There's certain commandments that the Most High, through His Son Yahweh, through His Son Yahushai, commanded us to do. All right, which is preach this word, and follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. All right. And of course, we're gonna fall short, and the scriptures say not to be over righteous, because we're under grace, but we're not to abuse that grace. All right. I mean it. All right. So hey, man, work towards the kingdom of heaven. Because if you truly believe, it'll truly work. All right. But yeah, that's it. I'll wrap it up with that. So once again, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. Shalom.